Sunday, the 22nd of November 2015. This is a chart update for Silver Lake Resources. I put up a chart about 6 weeks ago for Silver Lake when it was trading at about 19 cents, I think, saying that it looked very bullish. I'd previously acquired it sort of, I think, back in August at I think about 15.5 cents. Purely on a valuation basis, Silver Lake was very cheap compared to a lot of the other gold stocks, trading on sort of a PE of about 4. And that was really what caused this move, I think, to eventuate. A lot of the lower quality gold stocks were moving after some of the higher names, the better names like Northern Star and Evolution Mining. And what I'd been targeting for Silver Lake was simply a move back to sort of, I guess, a neutral valuation, which I thought was about 25 cents. And that was where I was looking to exit. I don't have a lot of faith in this company. They've been a bit of a turkey for quite a long time. So I exited a lot of my position in about 26.5 average, I think. What I'd been targeting was this move, a repeat of the move in December, January. And if you look, it's amazing how often these things repeat, but that's almost exactly what we had before it sort of came under a bit of pressure. I think what's encouraging that this move has really been just traders exiting. That in January when it plummeted, it was really due to a bad quarterly. I think all-in costs were up around $1,400 an ounce. The September quarterly came out a few weeks ago. It wasn't that bad. I think it was about $1,250, $1,290 maybe an ounce all-in costs. And that was mainly due to stockpile processing in the September quarter. So I think they should be developing some new pits and mining those now, and getting some decent grades from them as well. The stockpile grade was quite low, so if they can get those all-in costs down back toward 1,200 again, I think they're still on a margin of at least $300 an ounce Australian. They've hedged, I think, about 3/4 of production in at about 1570 Australian too. So this is not a stock you want to become too attached to, and it's something I pointed out in some of my comments on Hot Copper, that it's they've struggled for quite a long time. They are selling their Great Southern and Murchison projects. I expected to hear some news on that because they said in the quarterly that they were having an announcement in this December quarterly, so in their December quarter. So I haven't heard anything yet. Some of the heat's gone out of the Australian gold market a little bit in the last few weeks, so perhaps the prices they're getting aren't quite what they'd hoped for. But yeah, they're back to, I guess, a neutral valuation from my point of view now, and they're at least trading with the other gold stocks. Previously, a lot of the other gold stocks this year have traded very well, even with a stagnant sort of gold price, and they're up sort of 50 to 100%, some of them, and Silver Lake had just done nothing. So this was just I guess a rebalancing to get it to that neutral position, and now it's really up to the company to hit some of their operational targets for it to move higher. And it's going to take a little bit of convincing for me to get really attached again. It's still, I think, a pretty good play if you want to play if trading the Australian dollar gold price, or even the US dollar gold price. I mean, the Australian gold stocks move more with the US dollar gold price than the Australian dollar gold price, which is, I guess, just a matter of sentiment more than anything. It doesn't really make sense in terms of fundamentals. But yeah, I'm not overly fond of the stock at the moment, but it's potentially some gains if the Australian dollar, if the gold price gets moving again.